Hello.
Hi, welcome to this week's video. A bit windy again.
Yeah, so we're not on the Trent and Mersey, but that's on a different story. But it's a beautiful scene behind, isn't it? Yeah, three lots of bridges, and just at the tip you can see the Cobb engine tunnel funnel.
And both our shiny faces.
And that's because the sun is in our eyes. Wonderful. Anyway, welcome to the next instalment of our stunning lifestyle. So we've got boat manoeuvres.
Yeah, Shobhall Marina, it's fun to get into.
We have food. We have toilets. And we won't go there. No dirty jokes or rude jokes.
And some ale.
Oh, ale as well. Oh, never.
We packed a lot in actually in this bit, didn't we?
Yeah.
Did some sightseeing.
Oh yeah. No, not to the toilet. So we did sightseeing. We've been to Fradley Junction, end of the Coventry Canal. We've been to Great Haywood is where we finish on this one, isn't it?
Getting ready for our next lot of trading.
At the end of the Staff and Worcester Canal. But one's the beginning, one's the end, or one's the end and one's the beginning, depending on which way you want to do it.
And Fradley Junction's the circles of the rings as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One end at the beginning, one end at the end, one end at the end is also the one at the beginning. You'll have to turn around and join us one day on a journey round that one. But
please don't forget, like and subscribe, help
push
us
the
grow
button,
channel.
Ring the bell. It's free to you and me. Yes, free to you and me. Feel free to push them buttons and ring the bells.
Put any comments in the comment section below and we'll get back to you when we can.
And enjoy your day with us today.
Sign writing Narrowboat and artwork advertised there. Just coming up to the entrance to Shobhall Marina where we're going to go and get some fuel. We have been told it is currently really well priced fuel at $1.29 a litre, but that was a couple of weeks ago before we went on holiday. I don't think it's going to climb from $1.29 to $1.85 in 2 weeks, which is what a lot of other places were.
132.
So the direction we're coming from, yes, diesel is advertised at $1.32 a litre, so that's really good. The direction we're coming from is a difficult angle to get in, but luckily it's an opposite winding hole, so we can use that to turn around and get in there.
So the Marsden's factory and the buildings that part of it is, the Marsden's shop and some of the old gate entrances that would have been, it's been...
Unfortunately the visitor centre's not open anymore, but they did have a deal on of 10 bottles of beer, no, 8 bottles of beer for £10.
Aye. So, that's the experience of Marsden's factory.
Having visited Marston's brewery, we're now going to walk the other way down the canal towards Branston.
Oh yeah.
To where the pickle originated.
And so they say.
In 1922. But it was bought out in 2013 by a company called Mizcan, who actually started in 1804 experimenting with vinegar and were the original makers of sake. So it's been sold out to a company in good hands, I think, with lots of history.
Sake.
Yes.
Now there's a drink.
There is. So we're going to walk down and see if we can find some remains and some history of Branston, and we'll see what we find.
Sounds good to me.
We've walked about 3 miles from where we were, moored along the canal, down to Branston Lock, and then down, followed the road in a circle actually, so we can probably head back in a circular walk rather than back down the way we've come. But this is the original Branston Pickle Factory, now used by the MOD and B&Q. But iconic bit of history. We all love a bit of Branston with our cheese sandwiches. Really old buildings, obviously, because it originated in 1922. There we go. There's the original Branston Pickle Factory main building, and then there's lots of outbuildings all around as well.
I've been in and seen them.
So we didn't make it into the marina last night because once we got here at 3 o'clock. We found out they closed at 2 o'clock, so we gave up with the manoeuvres to get in. Paul is very good at manoeuvring the boat. I need practice. So here we are, Shobhall Marina, just filling up the diesel. Well, we're not going to fill up, we're going to put 100 litres in. A, because it costs so much at the moment, and B, so it doesn't get siphoned. But then we will put some in our jerry cans as well. Here we are, leaving Shobhall Marina. Fantastic place, really, really friendly, really good chandlery. Full of diesel. Our tank is nowhere near the size our book says it is. Our book says it's a 400 litre tank, and it's a 100 litre tank. That was good because it meant it didn't cost us as much for diesel, and diesel goes a lot further than we thought it would. So that's bonuses all around. And we've stocked up on plaques for the canals we've done, so we'll show them when Paul puts them on. 3-point turn to get out of the marina. Heading under the Marston's Bridge and up towards Fradley Junction. We did sample the banana bread ale last night, didn't we, which was delicious. And the ginger one, which I have ginger beer with my gin, but that's obviously not proper ginger beer. This was proper ginger ale and it was very nice. Beautiful sunny day.
Hi, how are you?
Loving it today, aren't we?
I'm dripping.
Nice.
Hay fever dripping.
Yeah, we need to get you some different antihistamines, don't we?
Sorry, I'm just paying attention to the old Roman road.
And we're about to go onto a bridge. There's the bridge.
Bridge number 40.
And there we were, thinking we were done with the River Trent for a while. We've just got a small 2-mile section now before we get to Arrowwash. But we'll forgive it, because actually it looks quite canal-like and it's quite nice. So this has been very tranquil, hasn't it? Sedate piece of the River Trent.
Very nice, unexpected piece of the River Trent.
Yeah, it's been absolutely beautiful.
But when Tash turns it round, you'll get to understand why.
So we're just before Arrowwash. There's the lock there. It's waiting for a boat to go up. No doubt there'll be another one to come down before we go in it. And the River Trent goes off round that way. It's been about 1.5 miles, maybe 2 miles. Arrowwash is a very, very pretty village. Thatched cottage on that side. Quite a lot of boats moored. We've been looking out for this boat. This one belongs to the gentleman who filled us up with fuel at Shobhall Marina earlier, Wayne. Spanish name for his boat. So here's Wayne that put our fuel in for us this morning at Shobhall Marina. I promised him I'd do him a bit of video and include him on our YouTube.
Thank you.
So he's just going to set off, so I'll video him in a minute as he's leaving. I was going to say au revoir because we've just been in France, but I should say adios, shouldn't I, if you've got a Spanish name to your boat?
I'll be back at work on Monday.
We'll see you soon. We'll come and get some more fuel. Enjoy. Hope you find somewhere to moor. We've walked into Arrowwash. I really don't know how to pronounce it, so I apologise. To buy ourselves some ice creams, and we had to buy very childish rainbow unicorns.
Because it's got to be done.
And we've just walked past a tree which was planted in 1902 by a lady called Miss Bond to commemorate the coronation of King Edward the Seventh.
In 1902.
Great big oak tree, which is here.
But have you seen the covers on the chairs?
Yeah, there's still lots of decorations up from the Jubilee as well, which is really nice because we missed out on all of that because we were on holiday, didn't we, honey? So yes, they've got covers on the benches for the Jubilee. Lots of bunting up. So there we go. Afternoon walk into Arrowwash. Just passing another trading boat called Shine on the Water. They are a brass shop, metal polishers, axes and knives sharpened, Celtic jewellery, tiller pins, do a variety of different things. We're now at the first of the 5-lock flight at Fradley Junction, but we're hoping to trade here tomorrow. So we're going to go up through the first 2 locks and hopefully there'll be somewhere we can moor in between lock 2 and lock 3. We were going to stop at the bottom here and walk up and have a look before we went up, but there's nowhere to stop, so we'll just carry on and see what we find. Fradley Junction is the busiest piece of canal we've been on up till now. We've been moored here a couple of days, 48-hour moorings, a really nice place to stop. We've stopped just above Bridge 50 on the first lot of visitor moorings. The only thing we would say is if you're not a motorbike fan, try and avoid being here on a Wednesday night. We absolutely loved it, but Wednesday night is bike night at the pub that you can see just up there on the right hand side. So the Swan pub. So yeah, there's lots of motorbikes on a Wednesday night, so if you don't want the disturbance of that, then try and avoid a Wednesday night. But yeah, it's been great. We're just pulling up on our port side now. There's full of facilities. We're going to fill the water. There's full recycling, which is really good. There's showers, there's else and everything you would expect.
It's really busy for sleeping. Like all these are all...
Yeah, the boats all start moving, don't they, really early in the mornings.
6:30.
Yeah, 6, half 6 in the morning, boats are on the move. At the moment, obviously, it's to beat the heat as well. And it does get really busy here, again, at tea time. So if you're wanting a mooring spot, the earlier you can get here, the better. We got here at about 4:30, 5 o'clock, didn't we? Got one of the last moorings. I think they've all gone before that yesterday. There are more moorings further up, which we'll show you as we go up. There's 5 locks in total here.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There's 2 cafes. You've got the Laughing Duck on the left.
Yeah.
And then up just past the Swan there's the Kingfisher.
So yeah, loads of facilities here. Nice place to stop if you don't mind it being too busy. There's the Jam and Pickle butty boat. Here we are, just coming up lock 17 at Bridge 51. There's the Swan pub, and then the Coventry Canal goes off to the left hand side. We're carrying on straight up the Trent and Mersey. We were hoping to moor just here above the top lock at Fradley Junction, but there was spaces here at 8 o'clock this morning and it's only 11:30 now, but I think because of the heat everyone's moved quite early today and the spaces are now all gone, so we're just going to carry on a bit further. But it is quite shallow in places along the bank along here, so we might have to keep going to the next lock, and there is some moorings just above the next lock. We'll see how we get on. It's Monday morning. We're moored in this lovely spot which is reasonably remote, up above, about half a mile above Fradley Junction. We're going off to the National Arboretum, aren't we, today?
Morning! You're right, yes we are.
So it's near Aarhus. Again, I apologise if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but it's a difficult one to pronounce, that one. So yes, we're going there this morning. We're going to spend a couple of days here, getting a few jobs done on the boat, chilling and relaxing.
You can see the house just on the bridge and the lock. Unfortunately, HS2 has turned around and stopped anybody else from living. Yeah, they've
Where's HS2?
compulsory purchased the land and the house for HS2. So like nobody lives there, but there's railings all the way around now.
Hence us having a mile walk to the van, because we could have parked there otherwise.
We could have parked right here.
But hey ho, exercise will do us good because we don't get enough of it.
But we're going to walk back past Fradley Junction. Yeah, the beginning of the community Coventry Canal, the Swan pub and all the other bits that you've seen in the last couple of days.
And see if the jam and chutney lady's there still.
The jam butty shop.
Yeah, and we'll get some chutney off of her if she is.
Yeah.
The jam, marmalade and chutney butty boat, the jam butty, with handmade preserves, is still here. So we are going to get a jar. The question is, which jar do we get of chutney? There's lots of really nice looking flavours there. Here we are at the National Arboretum, and we've even brought ducks here with us. Can't get away from them, can we?
No.
They were nestled in the bushes as we parked the van. This first section we're going into is the boys' garden. It's beautiful water running down the side there. Really pretty flowers. I just love these thistles, the colour on them. It's really vibrant. So there's different gardens and different memorials to commemorate various conflicts that we've been involved in over the years. There are also memorials to several of the regiments that have been merged over the years as well. This one's for the Queen's Regiment. We're working our way around the grounds and all the different memorials, but there centrally is the main arboretum, which we'll work our way up towards once we've done all the outside sections. There are over 300 memorials here in this park, and the centrepiece is the Armed Forces Memorial, which was dedicated in 2007. So there's currently a lot of weeds at this section because this is where the names of all those unfortunate enough to lose their lives in the Falklands are, and we've just had the 40th anniversary.
We did the Chesterfield all the way up to the tunnel.
Also, for going up the Chesterfield, we got the head of navigation plaque as well, which is a different shape to the others, so we put it on the other side of the cupboard.
That one came from the Trust.
It did. It came from Chesterfield Canal Trust, so money towards it, part of it would have been donated to them as well. We've been moored here for 5 days. We're relying completely on our solar. As you can see, we are moored clear of any trees to get maximum solar power, and we're just checking what our battery power is after 5 days being here, charging the phones, charging the laptop, LED lights on late in the evening, and the fridge running 24/7. Still got 97% on our batteries after 5 days being moored here. We've just come past some private moorings. We're at Armitage, so we're just looking for somewhere to moor, hopefully by a bridge, so we can go and investigate this church we're going to have a look at. So it's a Norman church with a big organ out of the cathedral in it. We're moored at the end of this line of boats on bridge number 59 to walk up into Armitage. Leapfrogging a vehicle, this is a good mooring spot with some parking as well. Obviously the canals were built around industry when they were originally built over 200 years ago, and it's interesting as we're travelling along to see how the towns have developed around the industry they were built for. So last week we were in Branston, went to the Branston Pickle Factory. Now we're in Armitage, the home of Armitage Shanks, which has got a big national distribution centre here. This is St John the Baptist Church, which is a Saxon/Norman church in Armitage, called Armitage with Handsacre, and it has the organ in it from Lichfield Cathedral. So we're going to see if we can get in and see how big this organ is. As you can see, this organ is huge. It's behind these arches here. Part of the grounds of the church are a Grade 1 site of biological interest because it's an ancient meadow. There is more information inside the church. The oldest headstone I've spotted is this one here for Mark Evans and his wife Margaret. He passed in 1727 and her in 1757. He was 57 years old and she was 78 years old, which back in the 1700s was a remarkable age to have lived to. We try only to run the washing machine when we're travelling. We don't really want to be running the engine of the boat when we're sat stationary, so we're catching up on the washing today as we've been moored for 5 days, and it's a nice hot day. to go through Armitage Tunnel, which is just 61 metres long. And the canal does narrow again here before we go through the tunnel. We beeped our horn and approached the tunnel, and another boat responded, and they're just coming through, so we've just pulled over so they can go past before we go through. The boat that's just passed us said there was no one else behind, so we know it's okay for us to go through the tunnel now. You can see the original sides where the original tunnel would have been. You can see how narrow it is. We've got about a foot to spare either side. We're moored in between bridge 66 and 67, and easily accessible is a Tesco's that side. And Morrison's this side. And Rugeley Town Centre, which has got all the usual shops you'll find in a town centre. We've walked through Rugeley Town Centre, picked up the Heritage Trail towards Carnot Chase. We've got a brook on one side of us and fields on the other side full of wheat. Really nice walk. So we had seen Sitting Mill Waterfall on the map, which we were heading to. That was really nothing special, and there was the teenagers sat there, so we didn't want to go down and disturb them. We've come a bit further up, and this waterfall's far nicer. So on this very warm afternoon, we've swapped the canal for the shaded wooded area of Cannock Chase, which is steeped in history from World War II. This is also where the Commonwealth Games mountain biking is taking place at the end of July. And there's also run routes marked out by these different colours as well, which will be a nice place to run. We moved the van early this morning from Rugeley to Great Haywood, and then ran back along the towpath for 5 miles for the boat. And when we were running along this section this morning, we did see a kingfisher. So we've slowed down to see if it shows itself again. It might not do now, might be a bit too late in the day. There's lots of mooring spots along this section of canal from Bridge 70 all the way up to Great Haywood. Haven't spent very much time in Staffordshire previously, other than in Stoke-on-Trent, and it is a lovely county. The canal is surrounded by trees, fields, got a few hills so it's not all flat, lots of walking to do, really nice area. Proving that I do some of the locks. Paul doesn't do all of them, he does most of them, but I'm doing this one. Someone we know got their rudder caught in between the gates, so we're very conscious of making sure we're nowhere near the gates, although we've got a button on. It's just one of those other things to be aware of to make sure you're safe. Another couple of foot to go. There is a boat coming down, so we can leave the gate open. Paul can get on as I pull out. You can just see the other boat in the distance there. Love these plants. They look like huge overgrown rhubarb plants. The size of the leaves are enormous. We had the washing machine going whilst we were moving earlier, and we need to dry the bedding now, so there's not enough space on the towpath to put anything where we are. Got the aero on the back of the boat, left the tiller handle on, got the sheet on the tiller handle, and then the quilt cover is over the bars for the pram cover. So it does the job, gets it in the fresh air. It's a warm evening, so hopefully it should be dry soon. Bit of a windy day today, and we're keeping our fingers crossed the showers hold off. But we're trading here at Great Haywood Junction. You can just see, just ahead there, junction, left hand side, Staffordshire and Worcester Canal goes off down towards Birmingham. Had a couple of customers already today. I'm just hoping that it continues this afternoon. More clouds coming. We were on the edge of the last one, so hopefully it'll be the same for the next one too. So we hope you enjoyed that.
Something different. Toilets. Armitage Shanks.
Branston Pickle.
Branston pickle.
Got the food theme going on for someone still.
Told you, yum yum. Yeah, always fits in food. Yeah. So, anything else?
No.
Wow. Short and sweet, this exit. But as you can see, we're at a little bit of a works. An engine pumping works. But there's a story behind that too. So keep watching our videos, because one day soon it'll come up and you'll get the full story.
So please don't forget, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Help us grow our channel.
Push the button, ring the bell. It's free to you and me. Yes, free to you and me.
We'll see you next week. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a good week.
Take it. Bye.
Bye.